Scott Holland brought up the question about comparing Baylor and UCLA's defensive numbers. As far as KenPom and efficiency, they're like 91.0 and 91.1. How are their defenses different as far as what we'll see on the court Friday? I'm curious your thoughts on that.
Well, Baylor is very much an aggressive on ball defensive team. And so what they did, they averaged 18 and a half points off turnovers per game, which is crazy. Just because they got in the passing lanes, they were their guards are great, very good at the point of attack, and they turn you over and get up and down the court at a quick pace. UCLA is not like that. They do a very good job with team defense. They're a very good rebounding team. And that's what, when you start talking about efficiency numbers, one of the reasons Carolina always ranks at the top is because they're like top 5 nationally in offensive rebounding percentage. And that's important because you don't have to shoot very well if you get all the offensive rebounds because you get multiple possessions in one trip down the court. And so UCLA does a very good job turning their opponents over. It's not an elite level. They do a very good job defensive rebounding. And then they're very good with staying with their man and doing a good job with help rotations. So all across the board, they're very solid. There's not one particular thing, kind of like Baylor does. UCLA is just a very good, well-coached team.
I guarantee you that they may play similar defense numbers-wise, but it ain't going to be the same defense.
Nah.
Baylor is in your face, sometimes deeper than that, as we saw on Saturday. It was interesting when I was watching Baylor play Carolina, and they were up 25, and this before it went all off the rails, and Carolina was in the bonus at 15-minute mark of the second half. I was like, this game's over because they can't play solid defense without fouling, and Carolina would just shoot free throws for the rest of the game, similar to what the Carolina women did against Arizona when they got that lead. Arizona couldn't play defense without getting fouls called. We saw how it kind of went with the men. Vip, I'll come to you since Gregory had that great question for Greg. And what are we missing here? What are we missing about this matchup? Why do we feel, at least I do, why do I feel so good about Carolina matching up against UCLA, whereas there's a matchup on the other side of the bracket with Purdue, potentially with Purdue, that I would not feel good about? Why does UCLA seem like a good one for Carolina?
I think the fact that they're not coming in 100% healthy is reason to feel better about Carolina's chances. And then I also think that Hubert Davis has mentioned it, 40,000 times the past month and a half, that this is the healthiest his Carolina team has been up to this point, where you see guys who are enjoying playing with each other. We haven't talked about their effort. We haven't talked about their toughness in, a month and a half. And if this team does go out of the tournament on Friday, it's not going to be because of their toughness or because of their effort. It's most likely going to be, UCLA just playing great team defense, containing Carolina's shots. Certain things just didn't fall Carolina's way. And, you get to 16 teams left in the tournament. It's either one of these teams can win. So I'm looking forward to this being a good matchup between two coaches that kind of have their team playing their best basketball. I think Mick Cronin kind of showed that last year, where his team they go from the playing game to the Final Four, and it's almost the same exact team that he brought back this season.